You got to always change
Drac.
the fucking name.
Jeffrey's making dough in the
Jeffrey's the
sandwich
bottom.
game.
Jeffrey's
Is this thing on?
They couldn't be bothered to shut the fuck up.
You got to listen really carefully to be able to hear that kind of beautiful language in
I
the,
know,
in
right?
the opening titles. But it's okay. That's why the people like to listen. How are we, folks? Welcome to Uncensored Radio. You see our live again for another week of mad-capped buffoonery and all of the shiz. Look at how excited Jeffrey is. He can barely contain his excitement. He's yawning like a bitch. He's been busy. We'll start with him because he decided he wanted to be down there. So, how are you, girl?
You know, I'm writing my sequel. Give a fag a power tool. And his vagina will be.
Yeah.
It's continued. I went and painted half the store, and I keep putting things together. We got a guinea pig, and yeah, things have just been insane. And I've worked.
Wait, what? You got a pet? You got a
You
pet?
got a guinea pig?
You did what
Why?
manual labor?
And why to all the above?
What happened to you?
It's amazing.
Not
I'm so
getting a
proud of
second
you.
one.
I'm so proud of you.
Well, here's the thing. So what the kids don't realize, right, is I bought all this shit and had it delivered for a cat. I was going to get him a kitten because they loved candies so much. And like Tyler is like, I miss Taz. I miss, they loved, and they did really well. I thought maybe it'd be like a therapy cat. You know what I mean? Because, Tyler's angry. And I'm like, I don't know if I can handle this because I don't want to be that asshole that gets the kids a cat and then like 2 months in has to be like, that fucking thing's got to go because it's tearing up my shit. Because I can't.
You don't want to get an asshole cat. I totally get it.
Cat starts clawing up the furniture. The cat's fucking out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm not.
No,
the one
you can get those little things. You can get those things. Have you seen them?
No, because people
Okay.
have those.
No.
And the kids still clawing up the furniture.
See, only people who like cats get those things for their furniture.
They bad.
Jeffrey's obviously not up for it. Like,
You can't do a cat in New York State anymore. You got to go down to Pennsylvania to do it. I'm not the one, okay? I don't care what people have to say. Like, you go on any of those websites now, and you try to rehome your animal, and people automatically start judging you. You're an asshole.
This is true. I see it on the mom's pages all the time.
Stop shaming people, motherfuckers. You don't know what's going on in their life or why the animal ain't working out. Maybe the dog's pissing all over their house and they just can't mentally take it. Fuck off. Yeah, this guinea pig don't do much. He likes cutting shit. It's like 5 months old. It's not meant for us. This guinea pig.
Not pregnant.
You know what? I'm mad because I should have kept my old foster daughter Crystal. She had a guinea pig, and this damn thing came out and talked to me every morning. It was my fault. It really did. It would come out and be like, sweet, 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 sweet. And me and him had a thing, like, right? He liked me, I like him, and we had a nice little bond. And then finally, I could take care of the damn thing because she just left it here. She came and got it. Didn't the damn thing die like a week later? Because they didn't take it. I don't know. So I should have kept that one because I liked him. But this one, she just in the damn hut. I bought her all this, and it's in like this crazy ass hutch. I mean, this thing is huge. It's got 3 levels to it.
Wow.
How do you know she's
3
not pregnant?
levels.
What?
How do you know she's not pregnant?
It's a baby. It's 5 months old.
Yeah, they start
Doesn't
to
matter with guinea
procreate
pigs.
early.
Well, it's been by itself, so they said. I mean, I don't care if it has babies.
Maybe it's Jesus' baby.
You're gonna have if she is pregnant,
Hallelujah.
you are going to have guinea pigs.
I don't.
The anointed guinea pig.
I don't.
They're going to
mean,
turn
they were-
that 3-story condo into a tenement.
I mean,
No, because she'll eat them. Don't guinea pigs eat their babies and stuff? Isn't that?
No, come on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. They're like
what kind of
mice.
animal are we talking about?
They're like mice.
Stop. A
Like,
guinea
that's why
fucking
you
pig,
can't.
really?
You can't keep like when mice have babies. You can't keep the mother and the father.
Look, he
together.
may be
Oh,
right.
fucking mouse.
Maybe someone out there knows. Do guinea pigs eat their young sometimes? And what are the reasons?
It's gonna make friends with the squirrels and chew up your wrapping paper.
I know, as I'm killing the squirrels outside.
Did you take? Oh, here we go. Did you take the guinea pig cage outside and show it the rotting squirrel and go, "This is what'll happen to you if you misbehave"?
Diversion training.
I don't think if he did, he should say he did on the show.
I don't know what you're talking. There's no squirrel in my backyard. I don't know what you're talking to.
Madison Divine, thank you for that very random comment. But we do appreciate the knowledge.
All I know is when I worked in the agency, a gentleman got himself a guinea pig and kept it in his closet and didn't tell anyone. And before we knew it, there were guinea pigs in the heating ducts.
Oh,
it's like snakes on a plane, but guinea pigs in my duct.
They started reproducing
at that point.
quickly.
No, it'd be like in Aliens, when they're in the room and they've got them coming up on the sensor. Yeah, they're everywhere, man.
That you can eat them. They are a delicacy. They are a delicacy.
Jesus Christ. That's a little intense here.
Wow, yeah.
I swear it was on The Amazing Race or something. It's The Amazing Race. They eat them up in like the Andes.
I told one of the kids that. I was like, in some place they're a delicacy. So when you guys come over, the meatballs are going to be real fresh.
I'm real scared. I'm going to have to be checking the fridge and stuff this time. I'll be like,
oh my God.
Maroon. I don't know.
Oh, Vera, what did you do?
I did not do anything. When I was in high school, my boyfriend came from an Italian immigrant family, not just Italian, but Italian immigrant family.
Oh,
and
no.
one Christmas, he got a goat. And the goat
it's like that episode of Golden Girls. Where'd you get the chicken? From the garage.
Bucky and taught him how to feed Bucky, taught him how to care for Bucky. And one day he came home from school and there was wrapped up meat in the freezer that just said Bucky.
Oh no, Bucky got fuckied.
I swear to God.
That's what's wrong with my cousin. Why he got all those mental problems? He had a pet pig, he loved Charlotte's Web. And my aunt at dinner, he's like, "Ma, where's Wilbur?" She goes, "You're eating him."
Stop.
That's horrible.
See, I think that's twisted.
Christina, you would never do that, would you?
It's like you don't eat your pets, you don't do your crew,
I don't like lamb anyway, or goat. I don't eat that shit.
I've never had it. I
eat cow and pig, but nothing else.
Unless I had it in Dominic's
house is so much messier than it really is.
You got a lot of shoes, Cinderella.
Right? Fuck.
How's your week been? We'll zoom out. It's
been great. Thank you. It's been good. I can't clean up.
How are you post-wedding?
I'm always late.
Back to normal?
Oh yeah. I'm still on the mend, but I always feel like I've been on the mend since my wedding, so I really don't know. It's been 5 years.
She was never right again after that wedding. I tell you.
Eternally broken.
Yeah.
What is that to you?
What a segue. How are you?
Am I eternally broken?
That was it.
Look at me.
Malibu.
I look like a Carter before they're found dead.
Are you Ken?
Yes, I'm Ken. So it's coming. No, I don't know the song. It's Halloween, coming up to. Well, there's events around town this weekend. So my costume came today. I was trying it on, and I was like, I'll leave it on for the show. Why not?
Yeah.
Let's bring a bit of fun and color, right?
Some color.
And Buffy's Barbie?
No, she's not going as Barbie. She's going as Megan, the doll. So that's coming today. So that package is yet to arrive.
Trust your daughter to go as me.
Oh, yeah. She said she had to. She even it's showing me the dance and that. She's like, "See, I'm ready. I'm ready." I'm like, "Yeah, I believe you. You're committed to the part, right?" So,
have her and Gabe had discussions yet?
About their moving into their house. We found a photo of this is when we first were talking about our marriage, and it was when they were laying on the not the Paw Patrol things, those toys that we got them, whatever they were, the the cat boy and stuff. Anyway, they're laying on there, but I'm like, Buffy, you couldn't even talk then, so that conversation did not happen. Like, so we're reinventing history now. Yeah, so
They found the pink house again. I saw the pink house pictures come up. That's beautiful times.
mhm.
Well,
Yes.
so we got news. I told the kids, something, and they got all excited and they misunderstood and they thought.
They thought someone else was coming.
So
Oh,
I don't
sorry
know
to
if
disappoint you.
he's gonna message Buffy and think that she's coming.
Yeah. Oh well, we'll let that play out because they need a bit of drama in their lives.
I'm not bringing her.
You might have to bring it.
Oh.
She's all yours.
I don't think
Uncle
we'd
Steve
survive.
and Buffy.
I don't think we'd survive the plane ride together.
Steven,
They can't be.
Steven,
They can't be too big.
Oh no, she'd been compliant till she got there, and then she just turned Jeff against you. That's all.
You think the iconic Buffy line is "Stop it,
Stop it,
Steve.
Steve.
Stop it, Steve. Stop
Yeah.
it,
You
Steve."
too, Steve?
Sorry.
Can we say that to you too?
Yeah, but
We kind of did in the end. It just became a thing.
Can't stop,
Yeah.
won't stop. That's 24 hour. That kind of 24-hour bitch. But how are you, Vera?
I'm good. You can't see my beautiful new pumpkin.
We can partially see your pumpkin.
It's
Your blue
gorgeous.
pumpkin.
I love the color.
Why is your pumpkin so blue?
What pumpkin
Oh
is it?
wow!
Beautiful.
Because it goes with my room.
Where'd the Tin Man go?
I love it.
Tin Man's in the other room. Tin Man's behind me.
Have we changed?
Where's
We've
my
changed
father?
locations
This
today.
wasn't a Tin Man. I moved my
She
father.
did. She's
Oh
on
yeah,
the
you
other side
moved
of the room.
someone.
moved
Dad's
Dad.
been booted. Dad's been booted. He's out. He's like, fuck that. Dad's out.
That's huge.
That's
I mean-
Dad's huge.
I don't know how I ended up with the big, huge poster of my dad, but I can't throw him out.
No, it's not like you can leave him on the side of the road.
Only for the show,
want
hey
you.
Vera.
Yeah.
Put it in Jeffrey's attic.
You can cover it. No, apparently there's going to be a workspace quite. Apparently there's going to be a workspace quite soon.
Only
So
if you build it when
Put
you
it in the
over.
cellar.
You gotta build it.
Call
remember?
call Joe. We need a toilet upstairs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Christina, you guys gotta come because he's got to put in a commode.
Boo! Hey, Renata.
Hey,
Renata.
Renata.
Oh,
Oh, look, hello, Christopher as well.
Hello.
Love the shirt,
Hello.
Luke. There we go.
Very, very nice.
They do love it. They do
I have a
love it.
cap
Well,
as well, actually, and knee warmers and stuff. Yeah, this is just like a neck up shot.
Luke, I have a question, Luke. Do you have all the genitals?
What?
I don't
That
think
part of the
my
movie.
genitals are your business.
Barbie goes, none of us have genitals. We don't have genitals. Neither of us. And then Ken goes, I've got all the genitals. Skates away.
I'm yet to watch the film. I've just been told that this is what
It's
I'm going
very
as.
funny.
And
It's
here we are.
very funny.
I haven't.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for this week? Okay. Cover your eyes, because we don't want to end up like Cousin Marie.
Hot load of hot topics.
Oh my god, I was like, who's Cousin Marie?
God rest her vision. It's poor Marie. She can't help it. Okay.
Let's get something else.
Look, I'm gonna because it always happens every time. We literally
Mary?
talked about it last week. We come to do a show and somebody dies.
Son of a
Can you dig it?
bitch.
Oh, which one now?
Can you dig it? Shaft is dead.
Jeff died?
Shaft. Yeah.
Oh.
Richard Roundtree died yesterday or early hours, late hours, early hours this morning, your time, I think it was.
I've got
Yeah,
this.
I
so-
missed that.
Yes, well,
How old was
All the
he?
news today.
I missed nothing. A 70s, in his 70s, I believe. So,
Oh,
Oh, okay. So he's quite young still.
a fair go for a celebrity. You know, the one, especially those of us that
Depends
live
on
through
if you smoke.
those that live
Yeah.
through the 70s, in their 70s. It's like
Yeah.
he can't have been because wasn't Shaft in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was when he would
He
have
must
been
be
big.
real old. Speaking of
Probably
really
the
old,
80s.
Paul McCartney was here in town the other night. Apparently, he went off like a frog in a sock. I can't imagine it, but you know,
Off like
I'm not
a
a
frog
Beatles
in a
fan.
sock.
Yeah, I'm
Off
sorry,
like
it's
a
an
frog in
Australian
a
saying.
sock.
It's an Australian
Ah.
saying.
What does it mean?
It's like
He's like off like a firecracker.
It went really
Went off.
crazy.
Oh,
Went
okay.
really
Yeah.
crazy.
He
He went off
good.
like a frog
In
in
a
a
good
sock.
way.
In a
In a good way.
Okay. I
Bit
wasn't
crazy.
sure whether it was derogatory
Look
or
at the Americans.
superlative.
I'm so confused. Joe, you're
He
hypocrite.
hasn't spent as much time talking to you two, okay?
We're
I
like,
wouldn't have
what?
known. I didn't know.
What?
Frog in a sock. Going off like a frog in a sock. So R.I.P. Mr. Roundtree. But the biggest news of the week in the world is Bookney. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Britney Spears' biography, The Woman in Me, has been released. It is now the highest selling memoir of all time. On day one of sales, it was the highest
And
selling
I
memoir.
bought it. I bought it, and it took me ages to buy it.
I did too.
I
And
know,
there
right?
is some-
And then I'm like
there
to
is some
Steve, I'm like,
shit
did Brittany
to
even
talk about.
read the book?
Are we
I'm like,
ever going to have a show where we don't talk about Britney?
We have
Oh,
she's
man.
she's the pop culture Vera. It's a pop culture show. But
Yeah.
there is some
Yeah.
shit
Do we
going
ever
down.
talk about Taylor
don't
Swift?
ick his yum, Vera. Don't ick his yum.
There is some shit going down because I love that this book has just made Justin Timberlake turn off his comments on all social media.
I want to spend more time talking about the ghostwriter.
I want to spend. Do you know who I want to spend more time talking about? Because I've got the audiobook. Michelle Williams.
Boy.
She's brilliant. Michelle Williams reads that book
Probably
like
needs
no
an
one's
Oscar for
business.
that.
Oh, she's reading the book. Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
So Brittany
Yeah,
does the
because
intro.
Brittany's lazy.
No, Brittany does the intro, and then Michelle Williams does the rest of the book.
And
She's
why
absolutely
wouldn't Brittany read her whole book? What was her reason, Steve?
She says some of it's too.
Oh,
She said some of it's too traumatizing as well. Which when you get through to like the later parts, like fucking hell, dude, how did this happen under everyone's nose? You're like, oh Jesus
she was everyone's
Christ!
meal ticket.
Like it's horrible. I'm like, oh, you poor girl. I just Justin's not coming out smelling like
I think
roses.
I just finished. They like just
Or Christina, really.
I don't feel like she says. I don't feel like the whole thing is true about Justin. Like, and I feel so bad that he's getting such a bad rap over it. Like, again, I didn't read it. I don't know what happened. You know,
I think
I don't care.
Was
but
it in
I
the
feel
book
bad.
or was something she said? I think it was in the book, right? Where she's like, "I'm not trying to attack anybody. This happened years ago. I let it go."
Yeah. That
or
was
it
her.
was in the
I
movie.
actually have that statement saved. Thank you for reminding me. Continue talking. I'll find it.
And I thought that was important, right? This is something that happened 20 years ago.
Yeah.
They were different people. They were children.
Yeah.
And I
Babies
don't
having
think
babies.
it's fair that we now go attack somebody about something that happened 20 years ago. That's none of our fucking business.
No,
Well,
I don't
right.
think it's fair at all. But, you know, she knew that this would happen too by writing this. So it's all
yeah.
sort of.
Clearly, they were too young.
But don't you think you don't think she's entitled to say it?
Oh,
I think she's entitled to say it.
She's entitled to say it, but she knows the fallout. She knows the consequence of saying it.
She didn't get her side in that narrative where they were making her out to be this big whore and unfit mother and all this kind of thing.
Well, then she got a retribution then.
It is 2023.
An eye for an eye,
was
baby.
it Justin's fault that she was called a whore and a bad mother?
It is. Well, partly because that Diane Sawyer interview. What did you do to him? What did you do to America's golden boy to make him upset with you? When he was already apparently fucking other people before they broke up.
I didn't see any of that. Like, I wasn't paying attention to that.
Yeah, so this,
you know
this
what,
though?
How many young couples do that to each other? It's nothing new. It's nothing.
She was blindly in love with him since they met at the Mickey Mouse Club, and they fell back into it when they were, young and going around with NSYNC and Britney, and doing all that touring and stuff.
Those are
and
her words.
This is her side of the story. But they were living like they were teenagers. They were living. They bought a house and lived together, and nobody fucking knew about it. Like that's a problem in itself. I think if they've both got parents that are supposed to be looking out for their best interests, you don't let your teenager shack up with their girlfriend.
They had how long? I can't even remember, but they would all they'd get together maybe for 2 weeks at a time, and sometimes maybe a month or something. But they would go for however long without seeing each other because I think about what we were doing at those ages, and
exactly. But why is it so important? I think it's more interesting to think about why was it so important for the society to see them together and for them to allegedly be virgins and for all, that's weird. When you really think about it now, you're like, why was everyone so bothered if these people were having sex or not? Or
I mean, and it is absolutely true. The interviews that girl was subjected to, like the one I think it was over in Britain, right, where the guy was like, "Well, everybody's talking about your breasts." It's disgusting. It should never happen. And her, each of them had their teams managing them. You know what I mean? She talks about her team and them controlling her music videos and them coming up with the concepts and them, you know what I mean? There was a machine that was really Britney Spears, right? They put it all together and it was point and click. And not saying that she didn't have right? It's your personality, but there's people managing every part of your life. You don't have a lot of control.
Never.
You don't get the say, especially when you're the breadwinner. You don't get the say.
Yeah.
Vera, what?
Sorry, Vera.
Overlying misogyny that goes with the entire narrative of her life.
Yeah, for
she
sure.
couldn't possibly do it. She's a dumb blonde. She's a trans.
That's what she says too. This is what she says in the book.
She's not wrong. It's there. I a little sick of talking about Britney, but I understand that it's been there her whole life. And
next week she'll hopefully be out of the news.
She's been demonized, whereas Justin never was. And I don't think either of them should be demonized, as Jeffrey said. They were kids, but I also think they should be able to tell their story without consequence. The fact that she had an abortion is a very
for her to have an at-home abortion with the only person being there for her being Justin and the person that gave her the pills. She was on the bathroom floor for hours, and this sounds really bad. He thought he would help out by coming in and playing the guitar and singing to her.
And that's such an immature, stupid thing to do.
But that's kids.
That's kids.
I wonder, do you think he was playing I'm bringing sexy back?
I'm bringing sexy back.
No.
Michelle Williams.
Justin actually.
Michelle Williams' impersonation of Justin's anachronistic speech is quite funny too. It's doing the rounds on TikTok. You know how Justin thought he might be another color for a while there, for a long time. There's a moment where apparently they were walking down the street in New York and Genuine, the rapper, came past and I'll try and do it. She goes, Oh, for she is genuine.
You didn't get
Oh my
Jimmy.
god.
I would die. I would die. Can you imagine? Anyway, here's the statement. Here's what
Cringy.
Brittany said when the book came out.
Oh,
My
yeah.
book's purpose was not to offend anyone by any means. That was me then. That is in the past. I don't like the headlines that I'm reading. That's exactly why I quit the music business 4 years ago. Most of the book is from 20 years ago. I've moved on, and it's a beautiful, clean slate from here. I'm here to establish that it was that way for the rest of my entire life. Either way, that is the last of it, and shit happens. This is actually a book I didn't know needed to be written. Although some might be offended, it has given me closure on all things for a better future. Hopefully, I can enlighten people who feel particularly alone in most cases, or hurt or misunderstood. Again, my motive for the book is not to harp on my past experiences, which is what the press have been doing, and it's dumb and it's silly. I have moved on since then.
Good, so we
Fair
can
enough.
shut the fuck up about it.
Well, of course they're going to.
Well, I hope the book
course
is
they're
written a
gonna
lot
laptop.
better than that post was, because crikey.
It
Oh,
is. The book.
Right?
The book is definitely
One
ghost
very
written.
long
The
run
book
on
is
sentence.
definitely ghost written.
I know.
Let's be honest.
Oh.
You would think
The
they
book-
would ghostwrite the intro too.
I would not.
That's not the intro. That's just a statement she put out on
Oh, okay.
Instagram.
I would not want to take credit for that book. I mean, there's parts where I was like, oof.
Oof.
There's parts that I'm genuinely shocked about.
Have
Especially
you
when it
both already
comes to-
finished it?
I'm nearly finished it because I'm almost I'm up to towards the middle of the conservatorship where everyone
Okay,
else
well,
starts to.
I'll start today, so
starts
then
to-
we can all
yeah,
have a good
starts to,
talk about it on its own show.
You better catch up so we can do the Britney Spears book review. I know you.
But
really
part-
want to do it.
I think one of the most chilling things that happened was after the conservatorship and after head shave and all that kind of thing, and after she was admitted to hospital and released, her father came like in the middle of the day. Sometime her father and 4 men came and sat her down, took her phone away, and he sat and looked her in the eyes and said, "I'm Britney Spears now."
Oh, jeez.
But that's been like out and
That's
known for a while.
fucking terrifying. And
Crazy.
I didn't realize how far like the conservatorship went. He controlled what she ate every day. She wasn't allowed to eat, like she had to eat chicken and canned vegetables. Not even fresh vegetables, like because he was worried about her being fat. That's what she keeps saying. It's just like no matter what I did, my dad just kept telling me I was fat, so I had to go to the gym, and that's why I'm so focused on the gym these days. And da 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 da. Like,
Yes,
dude.
right.
Anyway, more to come. There's interest. I'm not finished yet, but there's more to come. But fuck, man, families are messed up. Families are messed up. Who would do that?
Loves it.
We're gonna talk families because Luke found a very interesting little article via Reddit. Do you want to talk to the people, Luke, and tell us what exactly happened in this story?
Well, I don't have access to the story, like to read it word for
But
word.
You can
I can
just shorthand it.
summarize, paraphrase. Look, so this sister is angry that her younger sister is now pregnant again with another illegitimate child. So she's already got one child that's now 5 years old, and the dad's nowhere to be seen. She doesn't claim child support or anything like that. So the family all rallied around, and helped her out and her daughter out. And so they've all been there for her. But now she's gone and got pregnant again to a Tinder date that's now blocked her. And so now her sister's pissed. And she said, I'm not going to support you in having this baby. Like, I'm not going to give you money and support you. I'll still keep giving to my niece. But if you use what I give to my niece for the new baby, then I'll stop support for my niece as well. Like, it all got a bit catty. And even the mum then got involved, and she told the mum that she'll give her sister as much money as her mum's ever given her, like $1 onesie from Walmart. And so it got catty. But so pretty much she wants to cut her sister off almost for getting pregnant again and being disappointed in her for not thinking it through.
Look, I'll go first because I'm not a parent, so I don't care. She's not wrong. keep your fucking legs closed. Like, if you're an adult, your business downstairs, male and female, is your business. Like, wrap it up, get a snip, or, flush it out. If you can't afford to have a fucking child, you are not mentally, physically, financially stable. I've said it 700 times on this show. Then don't bring another child into this world, no matter what your religious feeling is, no matter how attached you are. Don't do this kid a disservice because you're not going to be able to raise it properly. Like, oh, it shits me to tears because you see it, especially like working in retail again it's really brought it to my eyes. These people with all these fucking kids, and they're like, they don't care. They don't care about these kids. These kids are just ruining everything that they come past. They're screaming at each other. They're screaming at the kids. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't understand. Anyway, that's me done. Someone else.
I think there's plenty of good kids born into poverty. I think,
But they don't have to be born into poverty. What, like, isn't that cruelty?
If you are,
If you're
gonna support them through the good times and the bad.
And I think, Vera, that's why this is. I sort of read between the lines here, and maybe it's just what I'm getting out of it, but I think the sister's angry and frustrated with her younger sister. But end of the day, she knows if she loves her niece, she's going to love this new baby too, and she's going to support the new baby too. I think it's just more I can't believe you're doing this.
Responsibility to look after that kid and pay for that kid.
No, it's not.
No,
it's not.
To have educated the sister into being a responsible adult.
Obviously, her parents didn't do that job.
I mean, people get pregnant. Babies are born in poverty. I don't want to demonize.
Yeah, I'm just saying, for a child, I think it's incredibly selfish to go, I'm going to have this baby regardless.
And you and I are two people with no children.
Stop, Jeffrey. I have to quote Biden that poor kids are just as smart as white kids. So I'm
not saying anything about poor kids. I'm just saying I think it's selfish and it's cruel, especially if you know that you're gonna, if there's dysfunction and all that kind of shit. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I feel like grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you fucking somebody else and not on birth control when you already had a kid like that before in the past? Like, clearly you're fertile, and you want something out of it. And get your shit together, chick. Where's your birth control? Like, what are you doing? Stop fucking people.
That has to be the grab for the show this week. Stop fucking people.
Has a lot of
or do it responsibly.
Jeffrey has feelings. Jeffrey has feelings.
I have very mixed feelings, but they're really about the sister with the money, right? So
yeah, right.
If you're gonna cut her off because she's irresponsible, you have every right to do so. It's your money, right? And you should, right? Because the bitch is irresponsible. You trying to be a controlling bitch and saying she can only use money for your niece and then not the other kid, to me, that says a lot about you, right?
That's a little fucked up.
You're fucked.
Controlling.
Now, the mother then stepping into this shit. This bitch right on the money.
That bit triggered you, didn't it, Jeff?
You fucking tell your mother what for. Like that, abso-fucking-lutely. Your mother don't have a fucking leg in this race. If she's never stepped up to the plate and gave a dime, bitch, absolutely. Go ahead. I'm gonna give what you give. How much you give? Oh, a fucking dollar onesie. I got you. Abso-fucking-lutely. 100%, right? Bitch, I'm gonna give what you give. Don't come at me with your book. You got nothing to fucking say here. Like, I can't stand that shit. If you've got nothing to give, you don't play a part in this. You've got nothing to fucking say. Sit down, shut the fuck up, mind your business, and let me take care of what I'm doing over here.
I'm calling the sister's bluff, and I think she's going to still support the new baby. She will.
Oh, I'm sure she will.
But that's
Yeah,
not what
she
she
will.
said.
She's just angry right now and lashing out.
The controlling part of it. I'm only
Yeah,
going to.
and she's giving it ultimatums. Yeah, it's not nice. It's bullying.
A step parent, or you marry somebody who already has a kid. You're like, that fucking kid's not coming around my kids.
Yeah, that's
I've
fucked
got
up.
a huge issue with that, and
Yeah.
it's just not okay. Like,
That's fucked up.
it's just fucking wrong. Like, you're punishing a child
For
the
being born.
parents' mistakes or
For their shitty decision making.
They didn't ask to be here, like it's not their fault, like
it's you fucking punishing a child. You're fucked up.
I didn't ask to be here. Nobody asked to be here.
Yeah, right? Like,
I knew the world needed help.
Steven's like, send me in.
But like,
put me in, coach. I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm here.
I'm ready to play.
I knew Liza needed a replacement.
Tap dancing out of the room. I could see it.
I guess this is a good indication, a good segue into the next story, is that people can change, but how genuine and authentic is change if it's performative? Because Kat Von D of Miami Inc. and LA Inc. fame has renounced witchcraft and blacked out 80% of her tattoos to become a Christian, which is fine if it wasn't for the cinematic music video that she made to put on her social media to symbolize her conversion to the love of Christ.
She made a music
Is anyone shocked?
As Renata made a very good comment on there. She goes, if there's a cinematic video for it, how authentic can it be?
Right.
Yeah, there's a video.
If you need to shout it, look, I'm all for people if they find religion soothing in some way that is peaceful to them, that gives them peace of mind at the end of the day, as long as you don't take that religion and weaponize it and make it, hateful and whatever. If that's cool, if you need Sky Jesus to come down and go, oh, fix all my problems. Oh, like, that's cool. You do that. You rock on, girl. But don't weaponize it, and then don't do a fucking infomercial for it. I don't get why do you need to prove after you've got millions and millions of dollars, with alt satanic, light satanic, witchcrafty music and an image, and this bitch had a pool that was red, so it looked like a pool of blood and all that kind of stuff. It's weird fucking shift in direction here, sweetheart. But what are you going to try and release a fucking gospel kids album or something?
You know what?
Weird fucking flex.
Since we're talking about the Lord, can we just pause this for a minute? Because we don't talk about him a lot on this show. We don't really talk about Jesus much. I just want to thank him. Thank you, Jesus. Happy soon-to-be birthday. Thank you for bringing us Christina, because if it wasn't for you, Christina
it wasn't for the Lord's Day.
Thank you for the Lord's Day. For Christina having a party on the Lord's Day.
Huh. But my question is, if a change is that performative, is it authentic?
No, this bitch is not.
No, of course not.
No, it's a premeditated act for attention.
What can I do to get
just more attention seeking?
Yeah.
Let's
make a video.
I love it. I love the fact that she's I had the tattoos blacked out because they remind me of sinful times. Bitch, they're still there.
They're still there.
They're
still there. You've just covered them over, like the church likes to do with a lot of things. We love a cover up in the Catholic Church. Ooh.
I feel that if you have to try that hard to be an individual, you do not get it. I mean, I don't subscribe to any religion, but I don't begrudge anybody their religion.
Yeah, you go.
I know some wonderful religious people, but don't wear it on your sleeve. Don't make a video about it. You know,
Crazy.
if she found that she regretted her tattoos, why not have them laser removed instead of blacked over?
Oh, that was
Yeah, what the fuck?
It was too painful and time consuming, apparently. I'm like, well, don't get tattoos in the first place because they're permanent.
Into your veins, into your
Like
skin.
we just talked about with the last, that was your decision to get
sure
those
Sandra
tattoos.
Bullock
You
was
deal
in
with it.
pain, and it was time consuming to get over what that piece of shit put her through after she won that Oscar, right? But you'd have had no business. You had no problem shacking up with his ass.
Right?
I don't understand.
Right?
I don't understand, like, why. Again, like, why I try to get them removed, but why? Like, if the one's on your back, I wouldn't be able to see a tattoo in my back. I would honestly forget that it was fucking there. So I don't know. You know, like, why black out your whole body? Like, you just look fucking stupid.
She
Like,
says it's another form
think
of
about this
purity.
bitch at 90 years
Attention!
old. Like,
Yeah. If she
it's
makes
crazy.
it to that long, if she makes it to that age, that's a
all
lot
right.
of
Well,
fucking,
think about her at 75.
that's a lot of fucking
Yeah, it's
poison
just
floating around your body.
it's fucking exactly. Like, imagine all that ink and stuff. Like, that's nuts to me. That's nuts. Like, you went through all that. Now you doubled it up even more. Like,
Yeah, it's not gone. That's the thing. It's not gone.
Yeah.
It's not
Just
gone.
covered it up.
Why not
No,
make it
God doesn't
beautiful?
want you to
Why
be
make it
tattooed.
just black?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
God doesn't want you to be tattooed. Why don't you cover it up
should
with
be tattooed in the first place if you love
Yeah.
Jesus that much. If you love baby Jesus that much, you shouldn't be tattooed at all.
You shouldn't be defiling your
Go get your
fucking
whole body
body.
degloved and start again.
Jesus is taking that kind of score, you know.
No, but it's like a thing. Like, you can't be like laid in a Catholic cemetery if you you defiled your body. Like, if you've put a tattoo on it or something
So
like
we're
that. Like,
all
it's just
fucked, basically.
that's what I've heard since I've been born. I mean, I don't know if it's fucking true or not, or if they still abide by that. Obviously, they don't. But I'm just saying, like,
they'll take anyone's money they can get.
Like, that's what I thought. Yeah.
You only have certain things on your tombstone in a Catholic cemetery, or at least like the one here.
Yeah.
Have you seen? I saw in this week on TikTok that people are putting QR codes on their graves now. So you can go up and go.
I'm fucking canceling life.
And put videos
and what? Read about their life. Oh my
and put
god!
videos up. All right. Whoever's going first, we're gonna
Oh
do
my
a
god!
clip.
You better put Uncensored Radio on mine.
I'm gonna put a clip reel of your best hits.
15,000 or what? 15,000.
Well, numerically, I'm probably going to be the first to go, kids.
You
so.
never know, Vera. You
But
never
I
know.
Tombstone.
I don't know.
Candy. I'm gonna be
Stuff
gone
my
by
body
next
on
year.
the curb. I don't care.
Stop it, Jeffrey.
Imagine.
Stop it, all y'all.
Imagine going
What
up
the
to Jeffrey's.
fuck?
Imagine going up to Jeffrey's headstone and going, "What happened was." I'd be like, "Yes." Is this thing on? It'd be gold.
For a few.
Yeah.
My coworker Mike, who I love dearly, said that if he doesn't really want a funeral, but if his children feel the need to throw him, what he wants is a video of just him sitting there going, "Hi, thanks for coming. Hi, nice to see you. Too bad we couldn't have done this 2 weeks ago."
Fuck.
And there's other ones where you can do sounds where, like, if you go up and scan it and local come in front, you go, "Hello? It's dark in here. Hello?" It's like
that
people
is
are fucked up.
creepy and awful.
I love it. I think it's gold.
No.
Oh my god, let me out of here. Okay, now you got that taped.
We've got an audio clip of Jeffrey. No, Jeffrey, like, leave me alone. I'm sleeping.
This is making me very
Leave me
upset.
alone. I'm
I can
sleeping.
go home. I'm trying
I'm
to
tired. My name's Jeffrey and I'm tired.
Get the fuck out. I'm done.
But it's important to know that, old wounds can heal. We can get through things. There's a bit of a revelation this week that two divas have kissed and made up. Their plastic faces have united. And Madonna and Cher, who are famously, they fucking hated each other. Because Cher's doing the rounds for the Christmas
Team
album,
Cher.
which, by the way, Jeff, we have to get this Christmas album. It sounds like a hoot and a holler. A hoot and a holler.
She gonna have a
Oh, little drummer boy. Oh, oh, oh.
Oh man.
Turn back the tree.
If I could give back this gift, oh, that'd be nice. That'd be really good. But yeah, apparently,
Oh goodness.
she's like, the reporter's like, you've made up with Madonna. She goes, yeah, we called each other names, but I've called her a lot worse
Do
to
you
her
think
face. I was like,
it's like I saw Daddy kissing Santa?
maybe. Sure, Mama
I
fucking
think-
Santa Claus.
I don't think
Oh.
they're too old to care now. Like what their beefs were probably
Yeah.
so long ago they forgot what they're even about.
Most of the
Well-
men are dead, so you know. So most of their contemporaries are fucking dead,
Well,
like
these
Michael
two,
Jackson,
most
Prince.
of the
All
men
like,
are 30.
hey, she's getting that dick. Good on her. Her
Oh, yeah,
her
no, I got
boyfriend
no
is
problem
like
with that.
30 or something.
boyfriend's
It's like,
younger than Luke.
yeah, it's like you get some bitch. I'm like, you live.
Ah.
All right, here's the track listing. I found the track listing for the Christmas album. Let's read it. DJ play- I'm going to read it in the style of Cher. DJ, play a Christmas song. What Christmas means to me with Stevie Wonder.
What?
Run, Rudolph, run.
You
Christmas,
sound like
baby,
George
please
Bush.
come home with
No,
darling
Bill.
love. Oh.
No, George
Angels
Bush.
in the Snow. Oh, Home with Michael Bublé. Oh, yuck. Drop Top. Oh, wait. This is the best one. Drop Top Sleigh Ride with Tiger. There's going to be rap. Please come home for Christmas. I like Christmas. Christmas ain't Christmas without you. Santa Baby. Oh, yes. Santa Baby.
Is she doing that with Madonna?
No, just by yourself. Put a little holiday in your heart with Cyndi Lauper, and this will be our year. So not a lot of standards. They're Christmas originals for Cher. Oh, that's exciting.
Oh.
Christmas originals.
Look.
Oh, we love it.
I will support Cher because
We will
she
with Cher.
supported me through a lot of hard times.
Because Luke lives life after love after love after love after
I'm
love.
sure
Did
she
Monica
cares.
support Luke?
Not at all.
Don't just be an athlete. Be an athletic supporter. Anyone? What movie?
No.
No? Grease 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Grease 2. Anyway, Jeffrey, I'm disappointed.
Moving
in
on,
you.
Steve.
All right, we're going to go because we're upset. We're saying upsetting things about friends and family. Here we go. All right, this one's squarely aimed at the parents this week. We have an admission from a mother on a website saying that the reality of parenting is not really what it's cracked up to be. My baby is 10 months old. And I love her more than anything in the world. I constantly worry about something bad happening to her. She's lovely, bright, happy, sweet, and quite an independent child. But I just can't shake the feeling that I regret having her. I just want to go back to my old life. I just want to go back to my old life. Hold on, I'm not finished. I had a quiet, peaceful, unexciting life, and that's what I like. I am a very introverted, self-contained person, and I'm always happy just being by myself, working from home, watching Netflix in the evening, enjoying nature, and having dinner out now and again. Maybe a holiday once in a while. The constant sense of responsibility and the constantly having to entertaining is very overwhelming. And the new mother was surprised she couldn't just sit back, relax, and do nothing all day because she always had to be on alert for her child.
That's forever, too.
just make sure my
Exactly.
diary is
What do you
there.
think you're signing up for, honey? Like,
Yeah.
Wasn't me.
There's no weekends off.
What a fuck knuckle. Like,
what do you think I'm wearing this shit right now? Okay, I would have probably still wore it anyway. But, you know, you do a lot of stuff for your children that you wouldn't have probably done prior to being a parent. Too bad, so sad. It pushes you out of your comfort zone. Too bad, so sad. Because your priority should be your child. And if it wasn't to be, you should not have had children. You should have had enough insight to not have a child.
Exactly. I don't know where people get. I do because it's Hollywood, and families, people push this narrative where having a child and being a parent will complete you. It'll give you all the love you've ever wanted. It'll
Yeah.
make everything
Yeah.
that's wrong with your world right again. If you can give your love to another human being that you have birthed
You will
yourself,
love them more
that
than
is a little you,
anything.
you will love that child unconditionally. There'll be nothing wrong that child can ever do, and everything will be right in the world. Incorrect.
Just bullshit.
Incorrect, because most kids
Incorrect.
are little cunts, like 65% of the time. And you go, oh, you look at them, you yell at them, you discipline them, and then you go, then they sleep and go, and you go, oh, I love them. But that's not fun.
You
It's not,
can love them
not
and not love
fun
the
and it's not an
behavior.
No,
adventure
look,
game.
I
Yeah.
used to see a baby and have like baby fever. Okay. Like I loved holding babies. I'm like, oh, baby. Yay. If I or cry, like before I used to be like, oh, let me help. I'll help. Oh my God. Now I'm like, get that fucking baby. No, all done. No.
No, because you've had your own now. So you're like, no,
Yeah.
thank
Now
you.
you're ready to give it back.
I
Yeah.
think that there's these romantic ideas about marriage, about relationships, about sex, about having children that people go into and then they go, oh, it's not the reality. I don't want to do this. Well, too bad, because now you
It's
have
not.
committed to something that has to be done. And if you're not going to do it, who is? What? The state? Your parents?
Yeah.
Like,
It's like everything. But look, that's
get
why
it
a lot of
together.
people
Get it
take
together or keep them together.
That's why a lot of people take jobs that they don't ever advance in, right? They just take like whatever position. You know what I mean? It could be a great job, but they don't
Yeah.
strive to be management. They don't want more responsibility, right? They just
They
want
don't want to challenge themselves or change.
to
Yeah, I get that. There's a lot, and we are all comfortable. We like to be comfortable. That's just how we are.
Look, bitch, there's nothing wrong with that because trust me,
I got too
there's
many
days,
jobs.
right? That you're like, why? I chose all of this, right? Like,
Yeah.
why did I
Yeah.
choose to make my life this difficult? Like, holy shit, you know what I mean? One kid's climbing up to the ceiling, the business is on fire. You know what I mean? The guinea pigs fucking pissing out the cage. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's
I'm glad
everything.
you
Yeah.
finally admit the
understand
guinea
it's a
pig's a
lot of
problem.
work.
I'm glad we've reached that point.
Christina,
Yeah.
I want to hear from
I
Mommy, Christina.
I know that it's a lot of work. I get it. Like, but there are times where, again, you just want to quit. And I totally feel her. Like, I loved the life I had before kids, obviously, but I love the way my life is now too. Like when they're older, like my son is starting to like lean in for kisses. Like so fucking cute. Like just get through it. Like it gets better. Like once they start talking and they start like having to hold on to you every goddamn second of the day, like then they're just gonna want to play with you every second of the day. And you just have to deal with that. And then it'll be like, all right, well, wait till they're in your teens and they don't even want to be around you. Then you're gonna want
Yeah.
them around you again. And
They hold on tight
like
till they let go, and then they're never going to
like
grab back on again. So
yeah.
enjoy
Like
it
this
while you
week
got it.
I had to work late. My son woke up after I left yesterday and he went to bed before I came home. And I was like, I didn't see my son all day. And then this morning I was like, I am waking his fucking ass up so I can see him. Like, but then like when I get home, it's like, okay, well, all I want to do is just hug him for a little bit. And then it's like, all right, well, get him in the bed because now he's screaming and crying. It's like, I miss him to death. But like, like, all right, there are limits. Like, okay, you need your time. Take your time. Go to a Halloween party. Go upstate and visit your friends. Like, take your own time.
Yeah, do
Like, you
that.
need you time too. Like, it doesn't have to all be about your kids 24/7. Like, to prove you're a good parent, you do need you time. But
That's the good thing
you're
about
fucking
kids. They're
stuck
travel
now, though.
size. You
Like,
can take them anywhere.
yeah, or leave it with your mom for a day. Like, fuck,
Yeah, leave them there.
It's all a
leave him
choice.
somewhere for a day.
Vera,
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
a non-breeder like me.
I am a non-breeder. And
Talk to
I
us.
seriously thought at one point in my life that I would do the single parenthood thing. And then I really decided there were things about that which would not gel with the way I lived my life. I'm up all night and I sleep all day. I work late. I used to work second shift and I didn't go to bed till 3. And if I had to get up and get a kid to school at 7, my life would have been much harder than it was sleeping till 11 so that I could go to work at 3.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But at least you've made that decision and you knew that, it's not going to be good for you. It's not going to be good for the kid. So it's not meant to be. Like, I feel like we force ourselves into these situations because of cultural expectation and because your family thinks, oh, when are you going to get married? When are you going to have a kid? What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? I'm having a good time, bitch.
Oh,
That's what I'm doing.
If you're 30
That's what
years
I'm
old,
doing.
if you're 30 years old and you're a woman and you are not married, the world is going to judge you every fucking day. Oh, somebody
Yeah.
will come along. Oh, don't worry, it'll happen. Why aren't
And then
you
it's like,
married? Why aren't you trying? Why aren't
then
you
it's like,
looking? Why aren't you
poor
dating? Oh my
Vera.
God. Shut the fuck
Poor
No,
up.
sad
and I'm over there like,
Vera.
bitch, enjoy your motherfucking freedom while you can. Like, don't even get into it.
Christina's like,
That's
thank God women
pump the
outlive
brakes.
men.
Pump the brakes. It's just like don't rush anything. Like, get
But
married
I
when you're
think
55. Who gives a shit? Like,
those
why do you
feelings are
have to have a
definitely
family?
legitimate, but you can't. I don't know. You've made the decision now, like, so you can
Yes.
lament your lost life as much as you like, but
Well,
But I
Yeah,
own
you
my
stuck with the
decisions.
kid.
I own my choices.
yeah,
You
I know.
know.
I'm talking about this woman.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
like you're
about this
stuck with the
woman.
kid now. Like
and
that's
and I
it.
think too. I mean, yeah, right. So there's the crazy days, and it can suck, but then they do something, and you just look at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And your heart like explodes. There's joy in all the chaos, right? There's these
Yes.
moments of just like
Oh, Jeff
awesome.
Beetle, Mama Bear.
Well, there is. You know what I mean? Like so even in all the bullshit where you just want to like rip your hair out of your head,
I hear you. Yeah, I
there's
hear you.
still
There's a
Like I
big
said, like
payoff there's a big cost,
yeah,
but a big
yeah.
payoff.
the
You
other
know,
night, like my daughter went to go kiss like my son goodnight, and again he like leans in for like another one, and I was like, "Give him another kiss," and
You
she
kiss
like
your
gives him
brother.
another kiss, and then he grabbed her, like grabbed onto her, like to like lean in to get another kiss, and I was
Oh,
like that is just like to me, like my son doesn't react to anybody. Like I said, like I don't, he's just very very slow. So like he's getting there now, and it's just like, oh my god, like he just reacted to his sister, like oh my god, he wants to kiss her. We're
that's
like, oh
cute.
my god,
Yeah,
like it's happening,
you kiss
like
your brother.
that part. But then again, like then she gets slime on the fucking kitchen table, and it's all over her clothes, and you're just like, what the fuck are you thinking? What is going on? Like it's
Yeah.
another pair of pants, like fuck,
Oh,
I get
dear.
it. Like there are times when you just want to like run the fuck away, but you
and that's
can't.
why we
You
have the
can't.
kids on the table and things. We,
Yeah.
we just go make your mess over there.
Yeah.
I
Let the adults do the adulting
First,
because the
Mom.
adults have lots of feelings and they simmer. They simmer,
yeah.
then they boil,
Anybody we know?
and then you just need to let them out. And sometimes we have to give the responsibility to the one woman who does it best. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Vera Events. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, vent.
I got to tell you, kids, I look forward to the day when I don't have to do this fucking vent. I've done it about 8 fucking times. We are currently in the midst of another mass shooting in this country. There is a shooter on the loose in Lewiston, Maine, who has already killed 18 people and wounded 12 more. And of the 18 people that died, 10 have not been identified because they were shot with America's favorite fucking gun, the AR-15, which destroys human bodies so completely that you don't know who they are. And when I was doing the research for this rant, I came across a statistic that broke my fucking mind. I first researched this in 2018, and there were 0.9 mass shootings per day in America. And since 2018, that number's gone up to 1.92 shootings per day. There are shootings every fucking day that we never hear about. We just hear about them when they are spectacular and the numbers are double digits, or the man is still on the loose and an entire 50-mile radius around Lewiston, Maine is under lockdown, shelter in place. People didn't go to work today because they don't know where the shooter is. People didn't go to their doctor's appointments. Children did not go to school today, and there are 10 families still waiting to find out where their loved ones are because of this shooter. We need gun control. I say it all the time. I can't stop saying it. I'm going to read a highlight of some of the best mass shootings in this country, because we are the country that's about guns. San Bernardino, Robb Elementary, Parkland School, Uvalde, Chicago, Columbine, Sandy Hook, Red Lake, Santa Fe, Lewiston, Sampson City, Buffalo. And these are just the highlights from the last couple of years. These are just the shows since the first rant I did in 2018. These are just, well, Columbine was the original, and all of the money that gets funneled to our senators to keep guns legal, $500,000 to Susan Collins. John Cornyn took $500,000 or took $500 million. Kevin Kramer, $13,000. Mitt Romney, over the course of his career, who's taken $13.6 million. And I bet you that's not going to sit well with Jesus, Mitt. Okay? Patrick Toomey, $1.5 million. Roy Blunt, $4.6 million. This is gun lobby money, and this is our citizens' lives. Everything we do in this country is about a gun. So much so that people write poems about it. I know I've read this poem before, and I'm going to read it again. England is a cup of tea, France a wheel of ripened brie, Greece a short squat olive tree, America is a gun. Brazil is a football on the sand, Argentina Maradona's hand, Germany is an oompa band, America is a gun. Holland is a wooden shoe, Hungary a goulash stew, Australia is a kangaroo, America is a gun. Japan is a thermal spring, Scotland is a Highland fling. Oh, better to be anything than America as a gun. When are we going to wake up and make our government work for us? This is beyond the pale. Every day, Americans die. Other countries warn their citizens not to come to America because of the fucking gun violence. Wake up, call your senators. Let's demand this. And even today, while I was researching this, Fox News, Fox 5, admitted out loud that 65% of Americans don't want to see this happen and want some form of gun control. Let's make it happen, kids. Call your senators. It's ridiculous.
It's interesting too, Vera, with this gentleman that's still on the loose. He'd actually been in as an inpatient in a mental health facility for 2 weeks. So how did he be let go and now he's out there killing people? What went wrong? I think there's been a lot of places we've missed the mark. There's been a lot of opportunities to intervene, and he's presented to a facility, was admitted to a facility.
Yes, absolutely.
And he was like a
PTSD. He's an ex-military man.
Yes,
yeah, but he's like a trainer. Yeah, he's training, so like he has military weapons. Like they knew this when they admitted him, and I don't understand like why nobody went to go to his house. Like,
wasn't there like his
like,
guns could probably be taken off him while he's a little bit not okay.
Yeah,
in New York State, but that's just New York State law. That's not any.
You're hearing voices and think people are talking about you. Somebody,
it's not just us.
Somebody should probably hold your weapons for you. I mean, that's
yes,
just a federal law, right? Like, And
Yeah.
not,
It's not.
you should never get them back, but we need to address the medical situation at hand.
Oh,
and
I
then
think
Yeah.
you never get
Well,
back
when
if
it's
you're hearing
under
voices.
control-
You shouldn't have a gun.
Well,
you
we
have
don't want to
because
help
you're hearing
people.
voices.
We don't want to just tell people we're going to take away things forever, right? Because if your medical condition can be fixed,
No, I'm all for, I've said this before. I think the first thing we need to do is make every gun get insurance, because the insurance lobby is the most powerful lobby in this country.
right, that'll solve a
They've
lot.
affected change
Are you
in cigarettes.
insurable?
They've affected change in cars. They've affected change in healthcare. They can affect change because they
Yeah.
have the money to pay the senators as much as the NRA.
Yeah,
I think the second thing that
Yep.
we need to do is we need to admit that there's a fucking mental health crisis in this country and fund health care,
Yeah.
And red flag laws work. New York State has red flag laws. In New York State, if that man they would have taken his guns. Somebody would have gone to the house. The sheriff, the police could go to that house and take those guns. But
And there'd
not
be
every
18
state has
people
red
alive today.
flag laws.
Yeah, there'd
You
be
know?
people that would have loved ones that are actually coming home and not
Now,
in bigger
I
pieces.
also
I wouldn't be afraid to go to the fucking bowling alley. Like,
That-
it's just
Yeah.
stupid.
Like, we shouldn't just be allowed to go take somebody's shit, but this is a clear case of this dude
But-
is saying he's hearing people.
And no one
them-
would help him.
Give them an option to
Mm.
appeal. If they can go into court,
Well,
if they can
there should
submit
be
to certain
steps in
tests
place.
and prove
Yeah.
that they're not a danger to themselves or others,
Yeah.
then they can have their weapons back.
This should not be a complicated thing, right? But we should also be able to. There needs to be some kind of common sense. This is always a struggle thing to me, right? Like, you're hearing fucking voices. This is not like you're
It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not normal. It's
like-
not regular.
Why does anybody need military grade weapons?
It's not like you're having a bad day. You're hearing voices and think people are, you're being paranoid. You think people are talking shit
Why
about you.
does anybody need military grade weapons? You're not going to hunt
Yeah.
a deer with those.
No one. Yep.
No.
I mean, it's in the name. Military grade weapons.
And look, in this
Yeah.
kind of thing, in this day and age, I get that they feel like they need to secure themselves in case if there's a civil war or whatever. You know what I mean? I understand, but I can see both sides of it.
I can't.
We should wrap it up anyway. We're gonna go. We're gonna go for another hour when we get started on gun control. But thank you for joining us today, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you next week for some Halloween goodness. But until then, stay safe, stay
I will
loved,
be here
stay
next week.
blessed.
I will be in New York City seeing Josh Groban and Sweeney Todd.
Ooh,
Everyone got
fun.
Vera.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Oh wow.
Go
Anyway,
Vera.
the rest of us will be back.
me,
We'll see you
Groban.
then. Stay safe, kids. Much love. Bye.
Who is on the panel?
Hey, Luke, looking like Malibu 10.
I
You
would
say
Oh,
Thank
I forgot to mention it.
Oh.
Send some scary stories to my uncensored radio at gmail.com. Halloween show next week. Thanks. Bye.